Dave,
Andy.
are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm always ready, Andy. You know I'm always ready.
Do you know who you're talking to?
You know who you're talking to.
Check who you're talking to a little bit. You're talking to the winner of DayZ Taskmaster, hosted by the Wolves of DayZ, Sauerkraut.
Yeah, I mean, I was at work. I wasn't able to participate with you, but GG's on
I
the
held
win.
the banner. I held the friendly podcast banner, man, for you.
Did you wear our t-shirt the whole time?
Dude, I did. I never took it off. It was sick. So,
Sick.
so Sauerkraut has made us. So when we spawn in, he's made us a t-shirt, which is so sick. If you haven't seen it, join the Discord and you have a look. It's in like media or whatever. But yeah, so when we spawn in, we have like our logo, and it's all the orangey whatever. It's very terrible for camouflage, but when you're doing an event, it's absolutely perfect. And yeah, we won it. It was like Taskmaster style. We got 5 tasks to do. They were so difficult. I won the first 2 and the last one. It was really,
so you've done well. You've done really well.
It was so fun, man. Yeah, I streamed the whole thing on our Twitch, our first stream. Bosh.
Oh, I know. Gaining some followers on that. Hopefully, when we do events together, me and Andy, there will be a stream. Hopefully, we can do some more stuff of that and maybe take advantage of the, that asset, the platform Twitch.
I think we should probably take a leaf out of the Fresh Spawns book, and one of us stream on Twitch and one of us stream on YouTube. We'll get you set up with streaming.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, we get that.
Let me get a computer. Let me get a computer worth. Like able to stream.
That's able to stream.
I can now put my N64 to bed.
But it was a great event, and he said he's got a few more tasks to do as well, so he's going to do another one. It was long though. It was 4 hours. It took. Yeah, the first task was to find a teddy bear, and so we all ran off and we all went looking for a fucking teddy bear. And you see them all the fucking time, but you never really know where they spawn, right? You just go, oh shit, teddy bear. And he'd actually put them in the studio, so they were hidden like behind some walls that he'd put up. Fucking after about half an hour of looking, he was like, yeah, I'm just going to give you guys a hint. They're in this room and they've been there all along. And we were all like, you bastard.
You absolute mentalist.
But yeah, it was really fun. He said he's going to do another one, and I'm 100% signing up. So yeah, really good.
Andy, I'd like to congratulate you. And,
thank you very much.
Thank you for flying that banner for friendly, and hopefully you were friendly.
I was very friendly.
Oh, good.
I did punch Mark a few times though.
That don't matter.
No, that's fine, isn't it? That's like we're allowed to do that.
He's your brother. You're allowed to do that.
Yeah, just he stepped in for you, and all I did was abuse him.
Rather him get abused than me. Perfect.
Have you seen the news? Yeah. We got man. We got gotted real good.
Yeah, we did. We stepped in the bullshit.
I'm not mad at all. I'm kind of like
I'm not mad.
I never fall for shit
you
like
could have
that.
You could have edited it out. Let's be on all fairness, man. You could, with your editing skills, could have edited it out. But what we did like was actually we come up with some ideas of what we could have done with Northwest Airfield. So in fact, hopefully it was a good listen, but we did step in the bullshit hardcore.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, the last episode, we said DayZ tweeted about replacing Northwest Airfield with just Northwest Fields and getting rid of the airfield. And we took it as gospel that that's what DayZ said. As soon as the episode come out, the Discord started going crazy, saying like, oh, you guys fell for it, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what's going on? And obviously got linked to the tweet that was actually from a parody account, DayZ EXP. And I'm gutted.
Yeah.
I'm gutted, but I love it. It's good. I won't fall for it again, though.
I'm not particularly gutted about it, because what it done, it evolved us a talk, and what podcasts are is they evolve a talk of what our opinion, and our opinion was actually the Northwest Airfield could do with a tweak.
Yeah, so they are tweaking. They are tweaking it. That is something separate. So Taupe had a conversation with developers, and they are tweaking Northwest Airfield. What they're not doing is completely removing it and replacing it with fields.
Oh, that's a shame.
All
Yeah,
right.
but yeah, we got guided.
Congrats. Kudos.
Yeah, fair play.
All right, let's actually crack on with the episode, shall we? Hello?
Hello? What's up?
Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I was just opening my blind because now the sun's disappeared. Because obviously now I'm not playing.
Yeah, now you don't need to concentrate on what's on the screen.
Yeah.
The sun has gone away. Good old England and its weather.
Honestly, we got fucking such gash weather. Got a guy at work from Turkey. I'm like, why would you move from Turkey? Oh, well, you know. No, I don't
know.
I don't fucking know. People from this country go on holiday in your country. It doesn't happen the other way around, bro.
Yeah, like people, why would you don't... People do, though. They do come on holiday here, don't they?
Yeah, why? Skegness is a destination.
Can you imagine like being in Turkey, going to the holiday rep, and then them pulling out a brochure for England and showing you pictures of Skegness?
You got the arcades and there's a Butlins. Bloody hell!
And a heroin addict on the pier. the local heroin addict.
Shows you like a small video clip and there's 4 police cars in like a 2-minute video. And crime's very low in this area. Woo!
Just over-aggressive seagulls. I mean, not to shit on Skegness. I've actually never been to Skegness.
I have. It was great when I was younger because all it is it's a shabby town.
Yeah.
So
well, that's
it's just
Clacton, though. Clacton
it's exactly the same as to Clacton.
Oh,
it's
there
just
you go, then.
Lincolnshire version of Clacton.
It sucks ass.
The beach of Skegness looks at Norway. The water's never gonna be warm enough for people to actually go in. Wait a minute, one of my dogs has been a cunt, so she's gonna be barking. Wait there. Shuffle. Right, there you go. I threatened to take her voice box out with a rusty knife.
Oh, and did she say no thank you?
You stop barking now, funny enough.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, makes sense.
I would have, yeah.
That would shut me up.
Alright, let us know when we're ready to go. I've got a video. I've got a tip. I'm not letting you know.
You're not going to tell me?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm not going to tell you.
This episode then, what are we... Because we've got a few episode ideas. What one are we going to talk about on this one?
Should we go for like favourite towns and favourite meal bases?
Oh, okay, so we want to do both at the same time?
Yeah, I think because you said that obviously meal bases are quite small, and then favourite towns are what is the best laid out town for PvP and what's the best laid out town for maybe, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've got military bases, but like, on like all of the maps, right?
Yeah. I think that makes a full episode though, does it?
No. So okay, so we've got then...
we bolster it up with just general banner and bullshit though, don't we?
just a like a spice of bullshit.
With a hint of Salt Bay style bullshit. Rolling down your
Seasoned
arm.
with crap.
With a big old load of crap.
The spice of bullshit, the seasoning of crap, and the gravy of chatting shit.
And man relish.
Man relish?
Yeah. Gentleman's relish, innit? That's what James May calls it.
Moving on. Welcome to episode 13? Is that right?
Oh dear. I think it is 13.
Oh, it's all going to go wrong.
Oh man.
Ah, well. It's alright. When does it go right, to be fair? When does it go to plan?
Nothing goes to plan.
No, nothing goes to plan. Yeah, episode 13. Like I said, we've got a few different ideas on the back burner. There's a few things going on at the time of recording for DayZ, which I don't really think we're going to talk about much, to be fair. But if you
no, we're going to let it. Yeah, we're going to let it flower a bit. We're going to let the flowers mature a bit on that and see where things go, and maybe touch base again in February to see if any of them actually flourish into anything, or is it just natter and chatter? Because this is episode 13, we might want to break the trend and actually plug at the start.
Oi! This is why you get paid the big bucks, Dave. So if you haven't... Oh, whoa, jinx.
We should have said it exactly the same time and see if we can time each other's voices. Right? See if we get it right.
And we don't actually know what we're going to say. The words.
Yeah, that'd be so good.
Synchronicity. Not going to happen.
It happens quite a bit, though.
No.
Yeah, when we go, oh, what episode idea this week? And then we go, and we both say it at the same time.
Yeah, what are we doing? That's because neither of us know what we're doing from episode to episode. Like, well, what are we doing this episode, Dave? We just go, shall we record? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, well, right, let's plug then.
Plug it up.
Plug. Okay, so if you haven't heard of our episodes, please check us out. You can always look at all our episodes on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasting, and Google Podcasting, is it?
Yeah, we're there. Did you say Amazon already?
No,
we're on Amazon and DayZ now.
Oh, DayZ, thanks to Sauerkraut.
Was it? No, it wasn't.
Was it Sauerkraut?
No.
Who was it?
I think it was Gathering Fields.
Gathering Fields.
I think.
And he said, check out These Nuts. I mean, DayZ.
These nuts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So there are platforms. We would like to try and build some more people up on our Discord. So if you're listening and haven't entered our Discord, follow the link tree on our YouTube and other pages, like our Twitter, and it will take you to join our Discord, where you can ask us questions and interact with us, and also interact with other listeners and content creators that are on our Discord.
It was Elevator.
It was Elevator
111.
It was, yes.
See? I don't know why I'm saying C, because I got it wrong, so...
C.
Yeah,
it's saying yes. It is saying yes.
You know, and if this is maybe one of the first episodes you're listening to, and you've come from Hey Barmby's stream, I was just sitting in Hey Barmby yesterday, and just saying hello and whatever. I kind of lurked for ages. I'm a big lurker, no matter what account I'm on, whether I'm on our account or my own one. And he was like going, friendly, are you friendly? So I had to say something, but then he plugged us, which was good. To his stream, which was very nice of him to do. Nice to get. He's a pretty good guy. Do you know? I watch a lot of his shorts on YouTube. He's probably like the biggest short content guy that I watch. I just watch. They're so funny, a lot of them. So yeah, I'll give him a plug back, actually. He's plugged us, I'll plug him back. Hey Barmby on YouTube.
Yeah, check him out.
Got a little lion as his logo.
Sweet. Yeah. So, now the plug is finished.
Yeah.
What's our episode today?
Well, today, Dave, we're going to be talking about, it's kind of on topic, about military areas and what ones work and what ones don't. Obviously, we're not going to cover every single military area, because there's quite a few. But we're going to go across maps and all of that, maybe favourite best to worst military areas. And then we'll have a chat maybe about some towns and town layouts and what works, what doesn't, and why we think that. And maybe they work for like PvP, but not so much for exploration or something else. I don't know. Then we've got your video of the week.
Video of the week, yes. Video of the week. Got a good one today.
Just the tip.
Oh, just the tip.
So that's the menu. That's the menu for the episode.
If we stick to it, you might be lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as we're starting off, military camps. So last episode we talked about spawn points, where you like to spawn, where you don't like to spawn. So I think it's on topic that we're moving for that first military camp that everyone sort of thrives to get to, and it's the Barren Balota Airfield.
Barren is the right word for that. There's never anything there. You might find a fucking SGK.
Yeah, MP5 SGK. Yeah.
Yeah, you might find or like a FX45 mag or something. You know, a zombie with a vest on, or seems that like it's such a big area and there's nothing there. It's a bit wasted.
Yeah, well, you got 3 airfields and such on the map, and there's 2 of them that are barren, and there's one that's crammed.
What barren? What's the other barren one you're on about?
Northeast Airfield.
Oh, Northeast Airfield. Shit, yeah.
Barren as dick.
Yeah, there's nothing there either. Like, what is the point in it? I really like the modded maps. Like, a lot of the modded maps have like pretty much the same thing going on with Northeast Airfield, and that
And
makes
below
it.
it, obviously Calm Cruise servers, they had a few more buildings
Yeah,
as an ATC there, hence it's an airfield. Could do with an ATC. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
They also do that with Northeast Airfield. But it seems like them airfields are little tiny private airfields, and the main airfield is obviously that mill one up, Northwest Airfield. So
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. But
Hmm.
I agree. They're both shit. I think Balota but they are on the coast, right? So it
Quite
would be
close,
nice.
yeah.
It would be nice to have maybe like a different tier military weapons or something. Just like oh, what's it called? The Pioneer. To be able to find the
Pioneer.
Pioneer and that kind
That
of,
is
the shit
God,
ones.
and the new sniper as well. Because then when you start off and
Yeah,
then
but
you
that's
get
civilian though, isn't it?
yeah, but then you get you randomly you find yourself a Pioneer at Novi, and then you get in yourself to Northwest Airfield, and then you're like, right, I've got a better gun here. Do you know what I mean? And you never really have a Pioneer for that long. It's one of them guns where you don't. It'd be nice to have it more earlier in the game, so you can
Yeah, I
get
think so.
more use out of it.
And those two spawns, like if you spawn anywhere like near Balota or Northeast Airfield, that still is not encompassing a lot of the other spawns. There's millions of spawns in fucking Electro, Salnichi, Berry. Well, Berry's
Yeah.
Northeast, but there's other spawns where you don't have that possibility to go to Balota or Northeast. Even if it was just better for like military clothing or something, some reason. At the moment, there's no real reason to go to Balota or Northeast because they both suck. The only thing with Northeast though is oh bollocks, what's it called?
What, you got Krasnstaff?
Estuary?
What do you mean?
Is
Oh,
it
you
called
got that
Estuary?
little that little military camp just to
Estuary,
the
Estuary military.
yeah, Austria, the
So
one with the 4 civilian barracks. Actually, you can
Yeah,
get
so
some
you
good gear on sometimes.
You can find some decent gear in there. To be fair, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
The only problem with this is because we don't do like the map modding or anything like that. It's all done by tiers, and the tiers are like done by geographical location. I'm not sure how easy it is to. I mean, this would be a conversation that we would have with a map modder, I guess.
Which we may have in the pipeline.
Shh, secret. It's a secret.
There's a lot in the pipeline, but some of them might not come out the tap.
The pipeline's clogged up, Dave.
We need some Mr. Muscle.
So you've got those little things. You've got quite a few of those bits in like on the way as well, especially like on the Northern Highway. There's a few of those, and like south of Troitsky. You've got that random camp, haven't you, with some barracks in it?
Yeah.
Going to one that I do like. I think Troitsky is designed really well.
Yeah, but we frequent that quite a bit, though. To be fair, when we've had bases in the past, our bases have been not too far away from there. To be fair, and we've always frequented there.
Yeah, you're just always on edge when you're in Troitsky because it's so surrounded by woods. It's very difficult to easily spot someone. Whereas,
Yeah, and it does work up to the hills, so everything is lower.
exactly.
When you're in there, everywhere's lower than everywhere else. So you
we're
are
the Anakin.
so vulnerable when you're there.
The only bit that I don't like about Kamensk or Troitsky is the yellow barrack or yellow building, whatever.
What are we gonna call that? A Tissy building thing, isn't it? The
Big
it's not
yellow-
Armour 3. It's
No,
like the
it's,
weird HQE. No, it's not even HQ. It's like a
It's like dorms, like yellow dorms
Yeah.
or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yellow
Old school.
bastard building.
yeah.
That's what I'm going to call it
Yeah.
from now on. I don't
Yeah,
really like that building in general. I think
Where else is that building? You got
It's
one of them. You got
north of
one of them
Tissy.
in Tissy. You got one in Tissy near the shooting range.
actually, it is actually a barrack.
Yeah, it's
called
listed as a
Land
barrack.
Tissy barrack.
Land Tissy barrack.
Yeah.
Where else is that barrack?
I think it might just be Tissy, mate.
There's not one at Northwest, is there?
No.
No, there isn't of that type. Yeah, so there's only one of yeah, so it's just two then.
Yeah, I think so. There might be. It's the same with like that tech building that we had the base on in Novo.
Yeah.
There's only like 3 or 4 of them in the map. Is it offices
Yeah.
or something? Yeah, it's the office building. There's only like 3 or 4 of them. In the
like
map.
a hospital, but a little bit different. Yeah, I know what you mean.
So
Yeah,
I like Kamensk.
me personally, it's they. This is just my opinion. Take it or leave it. But I used to like Polana. Is it Polana?
Yeah.
Pavlovo. I used to like Pavlovo, because it was a natural progression. You'd go Balota, Palovo, Zelenogorsk.
Yep.
You'd see, and you'd slowly build up enough ammo and guns at Palovo
to be able to take on Zeleno.
To take on Zeleno. Now you can't get to Palovo because they gassed it. I personally didn't like the gas. Some people liked the dynamic of the gas. I like the fact that there's the gas at the ship at Riffy.
I get the reason for it. It's to get people to go up to Tissy and then come back down again. I get that.
Yeah.
Rather than just stay in the northwest of the map, you know what I mean? I do understand that, but I've not been to Pavlovo since gas was introduced. Just haven't bothered.
I've been once with the NBC gear, and depending on what server, so if you were on vanilla, in my opinion, them gas zones are not actually that worth it.
No.
Like, you're going there for an Ogmag that you can't actually fit in the M4, so you're just taking out the ammo. That's if you find an M4. I mean, and it's always the other way around. It's always that trouble of always having the right, having a gun but not the right magazine. It's just. But there are some servers where they've tweaked it a bit. Like you have Palovos. They've upped the tier in Palovo, so actually it's worth going. Karma Crew have done it, and naturally noted in a few of Tote Rex videos where he goes back down and he does get like an M24 and a few rounds and that, and it's well worth the risk of coming back down to Freshy Town.
Yeah, but I don't think we should be encouraging people that are fully geared to be coming back down to the coast. Yeah,
I still think Palovo and Riffy are too close to. They could have maybe done that with North East Airfield. Maybe move that gas zone that's at Riffy to North East Airfield. That's still really close,
though, isn't it? Like that's still.
It
close
is,
to the...
but that's that barren dead zone.
Yeah.
Either way, if you want to encourage people back down towards where the freshies are, it needs a little bit of thought for. Any
maybe
type
that
of map.
Is it West Extract?
Yeah, West Evac. Yeah,
West Evac. I knew that wasn't the right word. They should maybe gas that bit. You know what I mean? Instead,
you get people over to that side. I mean, they tried to get people over to that side of the map of Chinaris, didn't they? They, building the ski zone, ski school, and building, adding more stuff to the like it was mosquito tents and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, maybe they should have done a bit on that west side of the map.
Yeah, I think I'm just a bit upset. I used to always go to Pavlovo, and I haven't been there in such a long time because of the gas zone. I don't bother with the NBC gear. It just doesn't interest me.
No, it doesn't interest me as well sometimes, and it takes so long. You can always have that one bit of an item that you always miss, and you have to go back down to Berezino to fucking grab it. Do you know what I mean?
I wouldn't mind if all you needed was a gas mask and some filters, but you have to get the full kit and. Basically, let's cover 2 more on Cherno, and then we'll move on to some other maps where we think it's done really well, right? So, and we'll talk about the problems and the good bits of these 2. So we've got Northwest Airfield and we've got Tissy.
We've also got the VMC.
Oh yes, let's quickly cover off VMC.
We've basically, let's be honest, we've covered Northwest Airfield in the last episode. We talked about, are the devs going to be touching it? Are they going to be touching it up?
They are touching it up.
They're touching it up. Yeah. So at the moment, we talked about it in that last episode. We spoke about it, the trees. You don't get trees in an airfield. You don't get trees anywhere where there's planes. So why would there be trees?
Let's get rid of all the trees, and let's get rid of the complex on the southwest. All the fucking office building and barracks and stuff, where all the Armour 3 barracks are.
The Armour 3, I mean, I like that area, though. That's like an iconic area.
I hate it. It's the worst part.
It is, like, it's worse for dying, that's 100% sure, but I love it, but there's nothing when you go past the car graveyard up to Bash. There's nothing in that area. That bottom is just dead. You've just got an open area of, well, it's not even open, it's trees, and then obviously you've got construction flow into ATC, flow into tents, flow into Bash, but Bash going through trees to get there. That's a dynamic they could be looking at.
It just needs
There's no
to be
flow
more
on the other side.
Structured and more urban, I think, because it's a fucking military compound.
Military airfield.
If you compare it to like Area 42 on Deer Isle, which, spoiler alert, I think is the most well done military area, and in fact that might be a lie because there's another one that I'm thinking of now as well, but that is just, it's just all built up. There's walls everywhere, and it's just all concrete. And whereas the airfield,
what an airfield would be like, what an airport would be like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like...
exactly. Whereas the Northwest Airfield isn't like that. It's just kind of plonked in the middle of fields and has a wall around it or a fence around it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and also Bash. Do I like Bash? I don't.
Bash is in the wrong area for me.
Yeah.
Bash itself, in my opinion, Bash itself is a completely different part of Northwest. It's not Northwest Airfield to me. I always refer to it as Bash, or I'm going to Bash. You know what I mean?
Because you can just like dip into Bash, get all your gear, and then dip back out again. Not even bother with the rest of the airfield.
Going from the hills, going towards Novaya Petrovka. Bloody hell, I couldn't get that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we touch base on that, we'll see what happens to that. You know, I think everyone's waiting on tenterhooks to see what they actually do with Northwest Airfield. So now we've got VMC, the VMC, and TISI.
Okay, so actual VMC, I like it. I like it. I like Sniper Hill. I like the what's it called? The river thing that runs by
the creek.
The creek, yeah.
The creek that takes you up towards Northwest Airfield.
There's not too much there either. You know what I mean? There's just a few barracks. But
you've got that long open road with a few trees in that
it's
very
open. Yeah, and the fields around it are so open. It's perfect.
It's perfect.
It's so... It's
what a military camp would be like.
Yeah.
You know, like they wouldn't want to be near a populated area, but in case of attack, because then you've got that area of, you know, sight and see, so you can see anyone coming, you know, advancing towards you. And
it's pretty decent gear that you can get in there, so it should be difficult to get there.
You can get fucked up hard there. It is one of them towns that actually, if you feel like you're having a lovely run, you might want to miss it out. You might want to bypass it, like Zelenogorsk.
I've had some
you might want to bypass. I've had some great fights in VMC, especially going towards the creek where there's a little bit, you know, where the tank is going into the. If you advance into there, you got the guys on the hill. You've always got at least one bit of human stake in that prison building. Someone's always been cut up there.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's usually because when you kill someone upstairs on that, they usually fall into the wall.
It's a great little thing because you've obviously got a gate, you've got a guard shack, you know, like a police guard shack thing. You know, it's a well done military camp, I think. You know, like you got the barracks are in good order in that area. You got the HQ building, which wouldn't be near the barracks where people sleep. It's a very good military camp. I think it's a very good military camp. Me personally.
Me too.
When I was in the army, the HQ building would be nowhere near where our smelly asses would sleep. The officers wouldn't want to come near us. Oh, the filth.
Yeah, the plebs, the cannon fodder.
Them sandbag fillers. I wouldn't want to be near them.
So TISI.
TISI. There's a few areas to TISI, isn't there?
There are, yeah.
So we start off on the south. We've got tents. If you're not in a car, you always approach via tents. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Was that would you say a statement was quite true?
Well, it depends what way you're coming from. If you're coming from the south, yeah, but if you're doing Northern Highway, I do it backwards. So if I did the Northern Highway, I'd be coming in at the shooting range.
You do it backwards.
Yeah, right, and then coming backwards, and then working my way down. Let's start with the tents. So the tents are super
Hence tents.
They are close together, aren't they? They're very compacted in, and they're surrounded by hills and trees.
Yeah, you've got that, you know, that long sort of watchtower that 9 times out of 10 someone's going to be in.
Yeah. So that area, I don't really mind it, but I can give or take it, right?
And you've got that, obviously, to the north a bit. You've got the little Quonset hut. I always go in there for... to have a breath, stop sweating, dab myself down,
Yeah, from all
get ready
the
for the next
adrenaline
part.
that you've
Yeah,
built up during tents. Just go sit in there
being
for
in
2
intense
minutes.
tents. Yeah.
It's too intense.
There is an area that it used to be, and it was used in a couple of servers where they used to spawn certain items there, and it's the radar dish.
Oh yeah.
I don't ever go there now.
No, me neither.
There's nothing fucking there.
No, it
Nothing
used to
worth
be.
going there for.
Was it not the SVD? What was it got on the Karma Crew servers?
SV98, the
Is that what it was?
Mosin, bolt action Mosin, yeah, green bolt action Mosin.
Yeah, they used to spawn that there, didn't they?
Yeah, they used to spawn that there. It's the only place you can get it. Yeah, it
Well, no,
would be.
What's the SVT?
The SVT is the automatic Russian rifle. It does shoot Mosin, but
Yeah,
it's
that
automatic.
was there. That was what I was
semi-automatic.
thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
spawned
no,
that there, but otherwise, what's the point? I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit far out. If you moved it a little bit closer, so if you moved it to the right where them like the watchtower and like the like electrical building and stuff is, little industrial area, just a small industrial area, that would work better.
I don't think you need to move it. I don't think you need to move it. I think you need to add some barracks.
You do need to add barracks around it, yeah.
Because if you added barracks or tents around the radar, there would be a reason to go there.
Essentially, you can't complete DayZ, but once you've done Tissy,
I've
got yourself fitted. Yeah, you got yourself a sporter and a knife. Was it once you've got to Tissy and you've survived Tissy with a few battles? In fact, you kind of like, yeah, I've done this, man. I've done this server. Do you know what I mean? You feel happy with yourself. You're like, yeah.
So what are we saying about the bit? You know where the barracks are in the north of Tissy? Right.
What, a shooting range? Or
no,
the one
not,
where
not
there's...
that far up. There's just the barracks. There's like 5 barracks or something there.
Like a
there?
little mini bash area, that little mini bash area.
So just before that, there's all like the buildings and the statue and things like that, aren't there?
Yeah, well, there's some servers
what do you feel about that?
That's dead. That's a dead area. You have... But, you're not going to find anything in that area. You've got the HQ and, the prison building. Dead area, isn't there? Just a dead area.
Well,
before you go to...
There's the area with those fucking massive platforms, isn't there? Like that. What's the point in that? Get rid.
I don't know, but that's good for PvP.
Really? I've never had a fight there.
I've had a few, man. It's good, man. It's good. Remember, there's some ultimate modded servers have a trader up one of them.
Yeah, actually, that's true. I've been to that before.
They have a black trader there, so it's you can still get killed there. So yeah.
But that area just before those barracks, though, I don't get it. The thing is, I really like the look of it. I really like the feel of it, but I'm always just running straight through it.
Yeah. If there's nothing really there that you can loot. There's nothing at all. There's that security building, but what are you going to find in that security building?
Yeah, exactly. There's a security building. There's
P1 and a mag.
Well, there's a camo and then like a few containers. So there is some little reason to go there, but I'd just rather push straight through to the barracks.
Yeah, you push straight through. Karma Crew. I know we keep mentioning Karma Crew. This is just me and Andy. I do like Karma Crew in the way that the Karma Crew team add certain things. They add things subtly to make it better. I don't believe they have done things that have made any area worse. But message me and let me know if you think that they have. But I don't think they have. What they've done is behind HQ and prison, they've added medical tents and one or two military tents. And you find medical stuff up there as well, which is actually quite a good dynamic. Because sometimes you get up there and you got no bandage. Where's the nearest place you're going to get a bandage?
Maybe you could put medical by radar.
Yeah.
And then you're going to find NBC gear there, right?
Yep.
And then that's a reason to go back to Pavlovo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But then you could go back down south via the west stand side of the map and actually look at Cinestock, go down via the biathlon area and West Evac and everything.
Absolutely. So if West Evac was permanent toxic zone, you go all the way up to Tissy, you go to radar because there's a reason to go to radar, grab the rest of your NBC gear, and then you can go down to West Evac and get your fucking SV98 or whatever it is, your top tier gun.
I believe we have spoken about Chernarus
For a long
Good.
time.
For a long time. Let's switch over
All right.
to our good friend Livonia. Had his nice little touch up in the fall.
Yep.
Livonia, we didn't touch too well. We did sort of touch on the spawn areas of Livonia along that northern river. We did sort of speak about that last episode,
What?
but
You know the fucking what is that military Gliniska? You know that military where it's permanently gassed now, isn't it? How
is it Gliniska or Radunin?
No, Gliniska I'm talking about.
No, it's Radunin. I'm Radunin's permanently gassed.
Yeah, it is as well, but by spawn.
Gliniska's a town, is it not?
Yeah, but there's Gliniska military.
Where?
The north of the Gliniska.
Where the fuck's Gliniska? No, it's Geroto. That's why I'm fucking zooming in on Geroto. Where's Gliniska?
Like middle left of the map, next to Sobotka, Brenner, like west of Brenner.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, they
So-
should have said the fucking airfield, you bumhead.
I am talking about the airfield. This fucking
Yeah, you should've
episode's
just
about
said it.
airfields, Dave.
You should have said about the airfield. I want to
This-
zoom straight into there. I don't.
This
I
episode's
do
about
not
military bases.
Yeah, but I don't associate that as Gliniska military. I call it the airfield, the only airfield on Livonia. I don't call it Gliniska. I call Gliniska's spawn town fuckery for me.
We're going to be having words, Dave. Gliniska.
Harsh
airfield.
words.
Right, anyway, the airfield. In Gliniska Airfield. That airfield permanently toxic. That's fine, because I used to get a Gliniska spawn, you'd run up there, grab some gear, and then go fuck around, right?
Yeah.
So now it's permanently thing, and you can't do that anymore. However, the design, although it's a lot emptier than Northwest Airfield, the design of that airfield is a lot better, I think, than Northwest Airfield.
Yes.
Because it's more open and it's a lot easier to see, I guess, people, and there's a few areas. There's that one area on the south side of it where you'd go for all your loot, etc. And then there are those couple of tents on the other side. So there's the reason to run out in the open straight across and potentially be spotted.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
There's another one. You know, you get a spawn at Cullen Brody, right?
Okay.
Cullen Brody.
Talk to me.
You run down the road and you get to.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, you get around to that area there. I have no idea what it's called. It's got a few barracks, blah blah blah. It's quite good. Kind of like it.
Yeah, I like
It's
that
all
one. I
Do
that
not
one,
like running to
especially-
prison, no.
No, I
find
killed
prison a
someone in
big
prison
waste.
the other day.
Big waste of time. I find prison a big waste of time. Let's talk about that prison building though. Let's say, same as Prison Island on Chernarus. The prison doesn't actually give you what you should.
Wait, are you talking about like the big prison, or are you talking about the prison for the military camo?
Not the little prison building with the one little cell. I'm on about the full-on
Oh, you're talking about actual big
penitentiary.
prison in,
Yeah.
That's not Cullen Brody.
No, it's south of Cullen Brody, is it not? It's south of Grabbin, no?
No, it's
south of Gleniska, the
Yeah.
prison. Yeah, the prison.
that's nowhere near Cullen Brody, man.
No, I meant Gleniska. I don't know why I said Cullen Brody.
Okay, for fuck's sake.
No idea why I said that. But yeah, no,
Rewind.
I'm just. But yeah, I'm just saying that building. It's got so many different little rooms. It takes you so long in there. It's not actually worth
Nah,
going there. Great
I
for a base
agree.
though.
But it's always that's the thing. It's always
A
fucking
base.
based up.
Always a base.
Like,
Always
especially
a base.
on Livonia.
Yeah, it's always a base. It's a great building for a base. Look at all them rooms that you get. Do you know what I mean? All them rooms
Yeah.
that you get. Look at all those rooms.
Yeah, I don't like that. We shouldn't really count that as a fucking. Yeah, there's a couple of barracks there, but it's not a military.
There's too
compound,
many
is it?
zombies there at the prison. You get there, you're stuck in the L shape.
It's a
You get
prison,
stuck in
mate.
an L shape. It
It's full of
becomes your
scumbags and
tomb or your
criminals.
prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But talking to Colin Brody, that little military camp south of there, there's the military prison and then there's a few barracks.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
I like that area, but that's not
I
really
like
what we're
that.
talking about. I'd rather, we're talking about the Tissies and we're talking about the Northwest
Yeah,
Airfields.
but
and
there
things
is an
like
area
that.
that I like the PvP and the small military zone. Is that Borwick? With the broken buildings of Borwick, and you've got the prison building. You got the upper barracks, and you got like the armor 3 barrack with the double barrack. You know, it's got a good little flow to it. You can have very good PvP there. Find yourself maybe like a SG5K or an SKS there, and you're actually quite set to move on down to Lembok.
Yeah.
Or Lembork, they call it Lembork.
Yeah, and then obviously if you've got NPC, you're going Radunin, but
Radunin.
Other than that, you're skipping, and you're going to Nadbor. Now, Nadbor is always heavy.
Yeah, but Nadbor military's flat. Do you not think that Nadbor military's bad? It's not good.
No, really? I like it.
I don't like it, man. You got... nah, man. Nah. You got the armor-free barracks, and that's all you got. You only got armor-free in there, haven't you?
And there's a HQ.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, I think thing is, it's small, right? So it doesn't have to be... it doesn't have to have loads of shit there, loads of barracks or whatever to be good. If it was like that, but the size of fucking Tissy, then I would be annoyed. But it's not. It's a little thing that you could dip in there, quickly run through the armor barracks and move on.
I like Lembok though. I think Lembok's a good flow. You know, you've got the barrack area, you've got like the little armor 3 area, and you've got like the thing on, you know, the town on the hill that can actually overlook the area, which means actually you can spot if anyone's in there before they're in there, because they're all looting and they're not really watching.
Yeah.
Do you
know the one I don't like on Livonia? Probably my worst one on Livonia is, what's that one by Polana? On the hill.
Range. Oh, I know the one you mean.
With it's got the radar dish and stuff like that. I don't like that one at all.
Yeah, I mean,
it's on 2 different levels as well, isn't it? You know, there's the top bit obviously, and then the bottom bit and the lower bit. And I just don't like it. I don't like getting there. I don't like coming back. I don't like like the way you get around
this
it
is
either. And
essentially we're moving on to here is the problem with Livonia. Like you've got that flow in Chernarus, the more north you get, the tiers go up. You know, like you've got the reward for heading and getting as far as you do. Well, in Livonia, you get south of Nadbor. You got Swarog, which is quite a nice little military area.
No, that's the one I don't like. Is that what it's called? Swarog?
Yeah, Swarog is like a little miney area, a lot of hills around. You got that, and you got sort of some other little military miney thing to the east of Swarog. But there's nothing in the south of the map that's worth going to. Apart from now, obviously, they've made you a mission where you could go to the bunker.
Yeah.
They've made you that mission. But essentially, where is the Tissy? Where is the Northwest Airfield of Livonia?
This is still the problem, I think.
This is still the problem. You've got all this barren area from Polana down to Dornick. There is just nothing in between. You go down there, what's the point of going down there?
You're still just directing everybody into that one corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's only that one place to go to. It's kind of the same as Tissy, but that's why I would say they should make West Evac a better place.
Remember when Karma Crew had made Dolnik a very big military area?
Yeah.
And that was good, weren't it? Remember the battles we had there? A few battles we had there. I enjoyed that. It gave you something to get to thrive to get there. I mean, obviously they've given us that mission with the bunker, but essentially... There's nothing else. There's nothing else south. What's the point? I've never been to some of the things south of this map of Livonia.
No,
know, Polana. I've never ever been to the east side where that little the 2 barracks are and a couple of tents. I've never Dambog. Never been there.
No. I think
been there.
With if you compare it to Cherno, right? You've got other things around that area. You've got Troitsky and you've got West Evac, and you've got.
I've just found a town I've never even heard of. Just found a town, Timebark, south of Polana. Why would you go Timebark for 3 buildings? Why would you go there? It's got a car spawn. Whoopty fucking do. Livonia, you don't need a fucking car.
So we've kind of kicked the shit out of Livonia military bases. They're all pretty shit, to be fair, aren't they, on Livonia? Apart from Gleniska, which is the start of something good, I think. Right?
Yes.
However, it also has that same problem as it's fucking military. It's gassed out, so we're bringing super geared people back to spawn. Back to coast.
What are they going to kill me for? My rags?
Yeah, but they will.
And they will. Because you are a danger. You are a danger as a freshie. I know I'm a prick,
Because they go, hey, you're Dave, you're a prick.
I'm a punchy little prick.
Freundlich. Across all of the maps, right? And we're talking like
Across all of them.
Mausk, Deer Isle, all of them. Anything. What's your favourite military compound?
I've
and
mentioned
why?
it before on a previous episode. I've mentioned it before. I do like the airfield at Banov. The northeast, the northwest is northwest. Bloody hell, it's in the northwest. He done well there, didn't he? But Cabello done excellent with that north. You know, you've got your armor-free barracks there. You've got a tented area in the middle of the barracks. You've got
and also it's very open.
And it's very open. It is an airfield. The trees, there's no trees within the wire there. It's an airfield because that's where planes land.
All on the outside, right? So
yeah, they're all on the outside. He's done excellent. You've got that flow on both sides of the runway. You still got to make your way across the runway at one point or around, flank round to get to the other side to get the other loot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why did the chicken cross the road? Well, to get to the other loot.
Have you like, to get to the other loot? Is that why an armored chicken?
Yeah. No.
Have you seen that? I keep seeing this video on Instagram about the little kid saying, "Oh, what is it? Like, why are chickens so funny?" or something like that.
I don't know.
Because. I have to watch it every time because it's so stupid. Well, that would even work with "Why did the chicken cross the road?" Because
to get to the other barracks on the other side for better loot.
yeah, for the plate carrier.
Yeah. That's me personally. I have played Banov quite a bit. I love that. I do like the map. It's a hard map, like we said in previous episodes to play. But he is updating at all times. He is actually, Cabello does listen to people, and he is working on it. He is adapting and overcoming, and he does an excellent job. One of the better creators of maps in the community, Cabello. So, kudos.
Kudos.
What's yours, Bumhead?
I've got. I can't decide, and they're both on Deer Isle.
Excuse me, mate. You've had your time. Your time's up.
Should I flip a coin?
No, you can talk about both. We like Deer Isle. John McClane.
They're both on
him.
Deer Isle. Obviously a legend map creator. But I really like, obviously, Paris Island and Area 42 / East Harbour, right? So East Harbour, Area 42, kind of the same area. Now, neither of them are, East Harbour and Area 42 aren't really airfields as such, even though, like, there is, like, kind of strip or whatever. Well, neither of them are airfields. They're just
little Brazilian strip, did you say?
Yeah. They're both just, like, military compounds instead, right? So it's okay to have, like, all your trees and stuff like that, but there's just so much there, and there is a natural progression to go through them, if that makes sense. So you've got definitely. Like let's go East Harbour. You've got the tents to begin with, and then you can go through all of the compound, however which way you want to, because there's multiple places, like multiple ways to get round to the next area. So you're not just forced, apart from the point when you have to go through a tunnel. That's pretty much a force, but there's just loads of shit there. And then there's that massive bridge, that massive bridge that connects East Harbour and Area 42 in order to get to the next one. The amount of times I've been killed on that bridge is unbelievable.
There's a flow, and it forces you, it like bottlenecks you, which is how the whole point of certain military things, they bottleneck you. What we used to call them when I was in the army is VPs, vulnerable points, though, like junctions, valleys, bridges. So you want to channel people in for an ambush in them areas, and let's just say 7 times out of 10 you're gonna get ambushed in a VP area.
Area 42 has a lot of it's all like overgrown and stuff, and I really like the feel of that. Like it's a complete derelict military base, but you're rewarded by crossing that bridge. Do you know what I mean? To get there, you either swim it or run across that bridge, and then you're rewarded with how beautiful it looks and all the military gear. But then Paris Island is a little easier to get to, I think. Really, I mean, it's a bit longer to get to, but it's also easier. There's nothing really else in the way apart from the airfield, which there isn't much there.
Yeah.
But Paris Island is super high tier, so there's always someone there.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. I've got people. I can hear people screaming out now. I can hear them going, "What about the mask? What about the mask?" All right, people are loving the mask at the moment. Honestly, I think
Well,
I log
they've
on
loved
to
it for a long time, right?
Yeah, I think obviously Samrak done a great job with it. Me personally, not a massive fan of the map itself. I don't like the harsh survivalness of it. Yes, I'm playing a survival game. I know that. But me personally, I don't play it as much as I probably should. I watch a lot of people playing it, hence why I know Candy Cane area is a very good military camp on the middle of a hill. You know, it's a constant PvP area. You've also got the different areas before you get to Lantia, Athena 1, Athena 2. You know, you've got them areas. There's always PvP around one of the tech buildings that I see. You know, one with the open outside stairs with the 2 or 3 levels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's always PvP. I can't remember that building being in Chernarus or Livonia.
No, it's not.
It's not. It's a Namalsk only really building, and it's a great PvP building.
Yep.
Put that up at Tissy, or put one of them in Northwest Airfield
Well, that's the thing.
as a terminal. Make a terminal there.
DayZ don't own that asset. It's not DayZ. It's not Bohemian.
It's not. It's Samarak's. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is Samarak. Who works for Bohemian, though?
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with it. Like, Namalsk is his own
Samarak
project.
make
on the
some
side,
money.
Yeah. So let me sell you this asset,
Let me
Bohemian.
sell you the asset.
But I don't really consider Namalsk to have like an
Excellent.
airfield or anything like that, because they're all
PvP,
kind of
yeah.
like they're
There's
all kind
little
of inside,
mini,
aren't they?
Yeah, they're all they're very well thought out. There's ones with a few L-shaped barracks and a couple of civilian barracks. The tents area, the refugee camp. That's
There's
quite
just
good, but it's
nowhere
still in a
big.
little freshy area. There's no big ones apart from obviously that you thrive in to get to Lantia. If you want to start that long mission to get to Lantia, but a very rare percentage of people are playing the mouse to get to Lantia. Let's be honest, they're just to kill somebody else because you can find people very easily. If you leave for Vakuta and you play the mouse, fair play to you. Not many people do.
Yeah, I do like the whole like oil rig side of it and the whole submarine side of it, and I think those bits are cool. And I think because it has all of those different things, and it has like the Athena 2 and Lantia and all that stuff, it gives people a different direction to go to, so you're not all
And that
heading
storm,
to Vatissi.
and that storm is if you can get yourself a Hapsi, is it Hepsi? The one where you stay awake when the storm knocks everybody else out and you're in a PvP situation. It's amazing. I've seen it, never done it. I've seen it happen. On a video I watched this morning, actually, they managed to kill 4 people that were camping a tech building after they all got knocked out because of the storm, and he had Hapsi or Hepsi, whatever you call it. It was the best thing. All those loots. He had all those loots.
Oh, easy kills. Like fishing
Easy
about.
kill. I think he only had a BK-18 as well.
Damn. So I think that covers it off quite well.
But that's us covering like a small thing. We haven't really mentioned Essica with just everyone thrives to get to that airfield south of the river. Yeah, that is we've been on modded servers and we've been on normal servers. That's a nice airfield as well. No trees on the airfield.
I think that Essica airfield is probably my favourite airfield. And then I'm going to say Area 42 is my favourite military compound. I think they've just done very well.
Essica's one's very good. Remember, my pet hate is trees inside the wire at an airport or an airfield would never happen.
Yeah.
Because birds nest in trees, and you don't want a bird strike on a plane.
No. Yeah, I think that's probably the best airfield, Essica. I completely forgot about Essica. I've not played Essica in a little while, It's my favourite.
No, we haven't.
One of my favourite maps.
We need to go back. But like I said, I don't know what's going to happen with Alteria. John McClane probably will add a rather large military. He has good flow with his military areas. Like obviously 2 of Andy's 3 best military places are made by John McClane.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Cabello's made mine, and whoever made the Essica one is probably Essica comes in a good second for me.
We don't talk about
it's
them
an airfield with. Yeah, we don't talk about them because they stopped, which is a shame.
They gave up. How dare they?
Why did you do that to me?
So let us know what your favourite airfield and
Yeah, let us know in the
military.
Discord. I'd like to know if there's anything we've missed, something obvious we've missed. Have we missed something obvious?
Yeah,
Like, do
probably.
you love the tents at Starry Sober?
Oh yeah. That's not. Yeah, fuck. I forgot about that. But
Do you love the
and
tents
it's for
there?
you, like, what makes a good military compound? What
Yeah.
makes a good
Or do you
airfield?
want us to include summer camps in this as well? Did you want us to include summer camps? Why have
That's
we
not
missed out the summer camps?
because it's not military. That's why.
He gets the guns there. He gets the guns, boss.
Yeah, but that's all like civilian, isn't it?
He is quite civilian, and
But
that
let
is
us know.
probably going to come in on a new episode.
Yeah. Let us know on Twitter. Let us know on YouTube comments. Join our Discord and say, hey, you're not like morons. Oh yeah, I was gonna say
Or
knobs.
you missed this obvious one. Knobheads, you've missed this one.
Yeah.
And prove us that we're knobheads. Because we are.
We know we're knobheads. It's fine.
We know we are. We know we are. But yeah, we're never gonna have enough. We're never gonna have enough brain power to get them all down. We're never gonna have enough time to note down every single military zone on every single map in DayZ.
Well,
But
quite
just
frankly,
let
that's
us
not
know.
good enough, Dave. That's not
Yeah,
good enough.
but
mate.
if you let us know which is your favourite, we and Andy might check it out, and we might even bump into you in it.
What the fuck?
We might. We might.
I mean, yeah, you might.
And we might try our aggressive plug.
Do you listen to podcasts? Put your
Do you
fucking
listen
hands
to
up.
podcast? Put your hands up and give us all your loot, and then listen to the podcast afterwards.
Yeah, and I'll give you your loot back once you've listened to the podcast.
Imagine they're sitting there for an hour while they listen to our first episode. Oh, mate, oof, your first episode is excellent. There you go. You can have your fucking Tundra back.
Yeah, you bastard.
What about the second episode? Then I can give you the ammo.
Video of the week.
What's your video of the week then?
So, video of the week today. I know I kind of watch larger streamers' videos. We have yeah, I know, shock horror. And this one is the second episode of a 2-episode sort of take us how I got revenge on a coastal based bandits by
Oh, is this Running
TRMZ.
Man? Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I watched the first one and he's just made it his mission to get rid of their base. And actually, he doesn't really do base attacking or base building or anything, Mr.
Nice to
TRMZ
see.
Paul. It's nice to see him actually going, do you know what? Let's stand up for the freshies and let's take these
Fuck these guys.
fuckers out. And
He
he's
is
done it
funny,
well,
isn't he?
man. It is funny as his first episode is an hour long, and his next one's 45 minutes long. But it's very good episodes, man. They're good episodes. This second episode is the one that sort of put me towards it more often. So he wins video of the week.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be thrilled to know that he's won such a prestigious award.
Yes, his winning medal will be in the post to Suffolk. We will send it there where he is from. And,
Just to Suffolk. Just Running
if
Man.
it just turns
Suffolk.
up on his random house, and I don't know how we would have his address, but we will find it.
We'll just send it to Suffolk. It will
Yeah.
find its way
So-
there.
Oh yeah, TRMZ's massive. TRMZ's massive. He's got 400,000 followers on subscribers on
Yeah, I
there.
saw.
So kudos for that, man. I remember I started watching him. Was it 7, 8 years ago? 7 years ago? Yeah.
More higher pitched. Go again.
yeah, and he, and some of his videos were very good, and he is only just built on that foundation of greatness.
Well, he's the content provider now, isn't he? Young Cooper's doing the editing, and I think that's a really good and strong move for him.
Yes, yeah, he does. Yeah, he does that now.
It's made a big difference, I think.
Obviously, before he'd split his time, he would be knackered because editing videos. I mean, I don't do the editing. Andy does our editing, and yeah, fair play. You've still got some streamers like Sour, Sweet, and Taupe that do their own, but they don't stream as much as the Running Man's does. But the Running Man's is constantly creating content.
So, depending on how much content, let's say you've got like an hour's worth of content, right? And you want to whittle that down into a 10-minute video. That's going to take probably around 3 hours to edit down into a 10-minute video, because you've got to watch the whole of that hour to see what content you want, and as you're watching it, you're cutting it, and then you're cutting it to the previous clip, and then you're watching that cut, and then you're moving on to the next bit. You know what I mean? So you're watching at least that whole hour, but then you're re-watching a lot of the cuts as well. So it takes a long time. Like this, even if the podcast, I'm listening and then cutting and then moving and then listening to that transition and then moving on again and listening.
Just to sort
cutting.
things out, he
Exactly.
cuts a lot of my fucking waffle out, guys. So he has to listen to my voice more than most people do. Yeah, so that is it. TRMZ gets the Precision Award. Golden Globe will be in the post.
Friendly. So you've provided a video, but you also provided the tip as well, apparently, and you refuse to tell me what it is.
Yeah, because it's cheesy as hell. It is as cheesy as a Dutch Gouda.
Okay.
It's one thing I found about DayZ. There's a lot of people stream DayZ. I click onto a lot of streams. I watch a lot of videos. I'm not convinced everyone loves playing DayZ. What about you, Andy? Are you convinced everyone loves playing DayZ?
What? Okay, so there are points like where you go, oh, do you know what? I just need a fucking break from this game or whatever. But I do love the game all the time, even when I hate it and even when it pisses me off. But I guess there's probably people out there that just play it for the sake of playing it, like if they're a content creator and that's where their money comes from. But then there's going to be times when they come back, right? And be like, oh, yeah, this is the game. This is the OG survival game. So, I don't know.
My tip is, okay, and, we've done it, Andy, me and you, is don't restrict yourself just to playing DayZ. I know we're a DayZ podcast, and this is why I didn't want to tell you about the tip.
This is unbelievable.
Sometimes you've got to give yourself a break. You can have too much of a good thing sometimes, and then it sours your taste. Sometimes when you take a little bit off of DayZ. So, for instance, I played DayZ constantly on the Xbox. Andy left me alone, left me all alone, no friends. He went over to PC, done the transition. I was stuck there. I played it for ages. I still played it. I was enjoying it. I run with a few other people that I met. Then I started going, I had a little bit off, and then I went, actually, I want to come back to it because I love it. Having that little time off, Andy, actually made the taste of DayZ so much better. Yeah. And as soon as I got back, when I got on the PC and you sorted me out, oh man, I slayed hours. I done 100 hours in one go, literally.
I think when leg breaking first came in, I think it was 116. As they first came in, when it came back in, I think it was 115, 116, something like that. I spawned in Cherno, fell off of a building, broke my leg, and I didn't play it again till the next update. So, and I just had enough. Like I'd overplayed it before then. You know what I mean? So like 114 or whatever the patch was before. Put so many hours into it. New update comes. I break my leg. It fucked me off. I couldn't get anywhere to fix myself. I'm in the middle of Cherno. There was no bushes. I was like, nah, I can't be asked. I didn't play till the next update. When the next update came, I was up for it. I was all good. And I'd watched like a load of videos and streams still. I was still taking in DayZ content. And then I knew how to better not break my leg and what I could get away with and how to get like splints and things like that.
So fair play on these content creators. We mentioned one just a minute ago, TRMZ, Taupe, Minder. We can go through them all. They play this game for a living, yeah.
They can't take a break.
They can't take a break.
Fuck
and
that.
Sometimes you can tell when they're just not into it as much as they should be. This is where the DayZ devs, when they update it, brings that keenness back. They're like, ooh, do you know what I mean? Like, ooh. And that's where they get their spark from. But us normal casual players or people that play it, we can take our breaks. I think you do need to take your little break from it, just so when you come back to it, it could be in a week, it could be a couple of days off of it, playing another game or not playing at all. Just don't overdo it. Don't burn yourself out on the game because the game is amazing.
No, well done, Dave. I agree. Well done. Good tip.
I know you didn't like the start of it and it was going down a route. We're a DayZ podcast and we're telling people to cut down
to
on
not play DayZ.
Yeah, but it's something that has to be said. It's the same as men talking as well. It has to be said. Men do need to start talking more about each other, about issues. It's the same as gamers. Sometimes you need to have your little time away from the game. So then when you know when you play it again, you still have that fiery urge. You're fire in the loins to play it.
In the loins. If your loins are burning, go see a doctor.
Yeah, please do. It wasn't my fault, trust me.
What are you calling this tip? Has it got a name?
I'm calling it "Don't Burn Out."
Don't burn out. Okay, all right.
Yeah, don't burn yourself out on DayZ. Don't ruin it for you. Don't burn it out.
Good.
Yeah, it's a deep one. It is a deep one. An outro time.
Is it meaty? You haven't said meaty in a few episodes.
Bloody, it's a bloody meaty one, this.
Meaty loins.
Or meaty loins.
Friendly? Thank you very much for joining us for episode 13. Nothing set on fire. Nothing broke. I don't know where the bad luck is going to come. Maybe when I upload it, it's going to upload itself backwards or something like that.
Man, we have to re-record the episode. It's corrupt.
Don't say that, because I haven't saved it yet. But it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for being here again. And I guess
thank
we'll
you for listening
week.
to us. Yeah, see you next week. Love you, bye.
Yeah, just chatting shit.
Yeah.
We didn't touch on. We said we were going to talk about towns. What towns were good and stuff. We
Another
didn't do that.
episode, man.
We'll
Another episode, man.
We'll have to save that for the next one.
This is what Ricky said he loves about the podcast. Like we just cascade. It's just fucking away from what we started talking about, and it's like.